It's Wednesday, so let's see what's happening in the crazy, topsy-turvy world of Marvel Contest of Champions, shall we? So whether you like it or not, there's some deals going. Well, there was a deal. I don't know if this is... No, it's still running now because it's 7 days. In the web store, which is the Glorious Evolution track, if you want to get a 7-star Bastion and Kabam want to claw $500 from your... That was a cold dead hand. Well, I don't know. Maybe after the spending the money, you're like, why did I bother? Anyway... There is the, if you buy this 500 market point doodah, what's it? Some people are buying it but not getting it in game. For those people that, of course, were spending the money. No, if you've got expendable income, fair play. You must be doing very well for yourself. Hercules wouldn't be worth $500? How dare you insult such a champion of that magnitude? Jokes aside, though, some people wanted the 7-star. And this had been reported to the team. I think it's being sorted out. Team is investigating this now. Should be fixed for anyone who buys now. For anyone who bought it but didn't get it, we're investigating it if we need to manually send it. Or what's the best way to get Bastion to you. We'll update you once we know more. For those interested in, if you bought that deal, then you should be getting a champion at some point. I hope. Oh, a bit of an update on this actually. So for those who were unable to claim the deal earlier, should now have it in-game mail with a 7-star. Thanks for being patient. No real way to avoid being memed on here. Do get that. We'll just say that this is a large part because different teams have different responsibilities. And yeah, some people still don't get that about Kabam. Different teams do different things. Like, well, I work at the moment. I have a specific role within what I do. I do have something else that I do in another type of role for another side of the business, but it's very much in the space of one particular element of it. Rather than saying, hey, you deal with this, this, and this. No, I'm not the cameraman for stuff that's going on for the filming side of things, of the production. No, I'm not part of the runner team that do that. I am part of this particular team that does this. Within the company, people have different roles, but some people don't get that distinction. Now, a bit of a reminder to those that may be experiencing what might be potential bugs at the moment. There's something of note with Ironheart. For those that have Ironheart, if you do have Ironheart, I am jealous of you, still always jealous. You can see here there's examples of the champion Wiffing on medium attacks. This, some people are saying, is a known bug. As someone that doesn't have an Ironheart, I haven't seen a huge amount of forums. There might be something a long time ago, whether or not Kabam actually acknowledged it. So, a bit of a warning if you're looking to use Ironheart in this particular fight, or kind of looking for it could be like a combination of the medium intercepts whiffs with medium being a whiff as well. It's whiffy and it's very pongy at the same time when it comes to MCOC and bugs. Similar situation with this. So this was from Reddit. Those little breaks of the champion stopping still. That's not. I'm not doing that for this. Like, I'm not pausing it. It's like mid flow. Spider-Man Stark in hand stops. I don't know why that is. It could be another bug of the description. Again, it's on loop here, so you can see it like stops like right there. As like, what is he doing? Like, it's a medium kind of like roll. It's like an animation issue. I don't know, man. It's a scary time in the world of MCOC and things that are working and things that may not be working. So be careful out there, my friends, and watch out for bugs that could cost you. And it's a very scary time, isn't it? And now we move on to, well, it's kind of good to see people returning back to the game. A lot of people get disenfranchised by the game, the extensive grind, and Kabam not at times like leaving stuff in a good place, but hey, we'll get there one day. I think we'll probably take another 10 years to get to a point where we're not frustrated by Kabam that much. Anyway, it's good to see people come back to the game. So Imran comes back to the game, which is nice, and says that he's been out for 4 years. A lot of things have changed, and as well asking questions about the meta and the 6-star class Nexus Crystal as a returning player they got for free. Now this is important because I got sent a message by Logan with some images of some stuff. There's obviously the importance of like what people get for free. So a lot of what players got for free is going to be this on screen right here, depending on what level you came back at. 6-star Nexus Hero Crystal, you can see you get a 5-star for free, and some other stuff that leads you to 6-star as well. Now, I thought I hadn't seen this before, but I actually have. I think I've covered it in the past, but not the deals side of things. It's interesting to note because you can see this online, and in fact, it's something that Kabam had. The 4-star version of this, by the way, last year, I think Kabam revamped. This is the reason we covered it, I think, last May, when Kabam had allowed more, it's not more spicier things, but it's spicier things at the point of, say, Thronebreaker. I don't know if there's anything that's super spicy at the point of Valiant returning back to the game, or even like Paragon or, yeah, Paragon. Thronebreaker we know, because I think that was the Thronebreaker one, the 5-star one. Could actually be a little bit lower than that, but still, the encouragement's there to return and not lose out. You can see here that lower players are getting Primordial Tier 1 Dust, and the 6-star one, or the kind of the higher one, we've covered it. This is what it looks like there with the 6-star Nexus. You saw that a second ago, right? But there seems to be something that Kabam have added in now, and well, it could be a case, point me if I'm wrong on this one, but they're adding like a specific type of deal, or 2 deals, a Homecoming daily card. Now, I don't know if this was, again, something that they put back in, or put in when last year, when they were thinking about like, okay, people returning back to the game and encouraging people to return back to the game because they get more stuff, of course, more stuff they spend, but getting a 6-star Homecoming Crystal. To most players, they'll be like, not sure about this. But if you're lower players, depending if it's like Cavalier or maybe Thronebreaker, you might get something from that one. There's also the other deal. What's the other deal? Prowler-specific deal. So there's a Prowler-specific deal at the moment, which of course ties into Homecoming, Spider-Man-y, maybe. Which you can see you get like a Prowler, you get a 5-star Nexus Homecoming Crystal, 6-star Hero Crystal, Mythic Nexus Crystals, and units. Whether you like all that stuff or not, Kabam say it's 1,400% value exclusive offer. Really? I don't know. But maybe it's a value for players that are lower. And maybe that's the kind of the big point here with it. Let's end the show now on AI. Do you remember back last year? Some people will, some people won't. Back last year, and end of last year, Kabam gave an indication, or Kabam Crash gave an indication, that one of the things that he'd like to see changed and is on the radar for AI-based improvement is going to be reaction time for your enemy AI. So the defender's reaction time to certain things, because it is a bit too overtuned. And it's something that Kabam can't change without rebuilding the AI. But I'm wanting to see this more. Like, this is one of the biggest things the game should do. Fighting. It's a fighting game. And that being the core function of the game, being a fighting game, you'd like to know that when you're playing it, similar to, you know, playing Mortal Kombat or any other kind of fighting game, that you're seeing something that's good, fun, fair, and interactive from a point of view of like a fair boxing fight. It's just, that's basically it. And that's what Kabam Crash said that. And changing a lot at the same time, I don't know. Like, if we're trusting Kabam, and that's important, like some people will not like to trust Kabam to get stuff done. I mean, track record's not particularly good, is it, when it comes to AI, but it's definitely something on their radar. It's something that I just want to remind people as much as possible is Kabam are working on stuff. It's not been great for years. You want to see better stuff. You're definitely seeing plenty of information. You can see here, I destroy Z, frame by frame, dropping stuff down. It's there. Like, no one's doubting any of this stuff, and the performance has not been good from a point of view of how Kabam have developed or got themselves to this point where they can't change the way the AI, the defender, moves out, reacts to the attacker, where it's like it's just so overtuned. But it's something that Kabam are still working on. I'm really looking forward to Kabam letting us know what is happening with AI. It's been 3 months this year so far, but I want to see it. And I know a lot of other people want to see it as well, because it is a key element to how you play this game. It's a fighting game, and you want to see a fair fighting stage with fair fighting champions and fair fighting opponents. Anyway, there's a big helicopter that's just gone over the top of it's Kabam. They're coming to take me. They don't like me. Anyway, the kind of answer to this, or where Kabam are up to at the moment, is This can be a frustrating experience for players, for sure. The team has been consistently working on this and many other aspects. So the AI improvements are being worked on, and of course many other aspects, whatever they are, we don't know yet. And I'm personally working with them to get details out to you as soon as it's possible to do so. So thanks to Kabam, Dork, Dave. Thank you to Dave for that, and I'm just hoping for more. Like it's just something that I think we felt like funguses over the last 3 months with things. So trying to find out a bit of transparency is really important. This last week, and only this last week, has felt like there's more transparency about matters, and it's been less about, it's just been like less about, I don't know, like I'd like to say it's like less about new content, but it's still there. It's like, what are you doing about this? Kabam, here's a deal. Kabam, what are you doing about fixing this? Here's an offer. Kabam, what are you doing to fix this other thing? Here's some new content. Kabam, what are you doing to new offer? And it's just like you kind of haven't felt that for a little while to kind of get the communication and this stuff here. And yeah, just looking forward to the future. That's what you have to do. But between bugs and now getting some answers, what is for the future of Marvel Contest of Champions? Hope is the only thing we've got left. If we don't have hope, then what the heck do we have? Anyway, that's been it. That's been your Wednesday. It's your hump edition of the Marvel Contest of Champions news show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's you informed of everything, unless there's been something that's dropped overnight. But instead, I'll leave you on this note. And goodbye for now.